Yeah.
Hi, Venus. I have kind of a threefold question for you. First of all, Blackarachnia is my favorite fembot in all Transformers. I think she's the most fleshed out and developed as a character. Oh crap! Now I forgot what I was going to ask. I really loved your interplay with Scott McNeil as Silverbolt. I was wondering, at what point you two, the writers, realized that you two would make a good couple, you and your characters. How you felt when they told you that they would start to become romantically intertwined, and if you guys ever did it, if you two ever did any ad-libbing for your lines.
We met every Monday, Scott and I, just to run over our lines and see what we needed to do physically in order to get into the role. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, it's interesting that you bring up that point, because I think that's really cool. Because Blackarachnia, before she became a Maximal, was a Predacon, and I think that's really cool. It was a really cool choice by the writers to introduce that sort of love story, because anything, I mean, like they're trying to save the world and they're trying to do the right thing. And along with that, the reason for that is because they have love in their hearts, or they have, it's all about love, right? So it was kind of interesting, I thought, that they introduced that and they let it play out. They didn't make my character weak by having me fall in love with Silverbolt. It was like, it was a growth for my character. It created another layer to her, and it was the realization of like, okay, we're tough, and we're here, we're fighting for the same cause. But it's okay to kind of take a step back and kind of open up your mind, I guess, because they have no hearts, but open up your mind to this possibility. Sparks. Yeah, sparks to this possibility, right? And no, I thought it was really cool the way it was handled. I like that they kept her tough. I like that Silverbolt was like just so lovey-dovey and mushy, and she was just like, oh, please, like seriously. But you know what I mean? I love that about it. And that, again, like we didn't have the interaction with the writers. That was just all they're doing. But I thought that was brilliant that they brought that into play, and we were able to play with that.
So you didn't do any ad-libbing of your lines?
We did, that I can remember. I don't remember specific ad-libbing, but I'm sure there was like little just like like mouth noises and things like that, like or whatever it took to get it to that point. Because there's a lot of dialogue that I would say, oh please, I know what you I don't know, one of the lines, something to the effect of, you're just something to big. Like steel, like he's
yeah. Dark poison of my heart.
Yeah.
I loved that version of Silverbolt because he was like Adam West. He was totally like Adam West, which is why when I brought the character back in Beast Machines, I'm like, you know what? We had Adam West. Let's have Frank Miller.
Yeah, and he and Scott was just brilliant. But that's Scott. Like, see, Scott and I get along outside the studio. Just as people, every time I see him, it's always this, oh, big hug, how are you? It's almost like this unspoken, really cool connection that we have. He is that guy. He is that. He can be rough and tough, and but he's super cool, super friendly, super down to earth, and lovable. So it was a lot of fun to play off of him. There's other characters in the room, other actors in the room that, like David Kay is great, and he is that character. He's very, he's tall, and he's very, kind of, like I would never see me having a scene with him like that, like I had with Scott. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just, they cast the right people for the right roles, and there's a reason for that, and like even Gary Chalk, Optimus, he is that. He is that big teddy bear that guy's going to hug everybody and make everything okay. He is the leader of the group. He is, do you know what I mean? Who he is in real life is. But I have to be careful because I'm not really Blackarachnia. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually a pretty nice person. I mean, for the most part.
Oh, there's a little Blackarachnia in all of us.
There is a little Blackarachnia in all of us. Yeah. That's right.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.